There are 400,000 deaths annually in the US as a result of tobacco smoking, while on the other hand marijuana has not been linked to any deaths. Usually tobacco smokers inhale a lot more tobacco smoke compared to how much smoke is inhaled by potheads. So one possible factors would be that not enough carcinogen is being inhaled to cause enough damage to the smoker's body. The University of California led a research about how lung cancer is linked to marijuana smoking. The lead researchers summarized the results by stating this: "We hypothesized that there would be a positive association between marijuana use and lung cancer, and that the association would be more positive with heavier use. We found instead that there was no association at all, and even a suggestion of protective effect. There has also been evidence found that marijuana smoke can help restrict the growth of cancer cells, while on the other hand, tobacco is very harmful. It is highly addictive, and the smoke contains 4,000 chemicals, 42 of which are known to be carcinogens, and there are other 400 toxic chemicals. These substances are found in toilet cleaners, paint, batteries, sewer gas, rocket fuel, car exhaust, and just plain poison. How are people who manufacture this getting away with it? They make millions of dollars of profit from poisoning the population, which is just plain heinous. The worst thing is, these deadly chemicals aren't only killing the people that use it, but it hurts the people around them as well. Secondhand smoke is the leading cause of environmental death in New Zealand. It is most harmful to children, as they have small lungs and have a low body mass. What does alcohol and marijuana have in common? What does alcohol and marijuana have in common? They both affect your hand-eye coordination and motor skills. While on the other hand, alcohol can affect your risk assessing and decision-making skills as well. While under the influence of alcohol, the user is a lot more willing to take risks and does not assess the consequences of certain actions. Depending on the dose, the bigger the dose, the more it affects your decision making. Similar to marijuana, there are many factors that play a part in the effects these drugs can have on you. These include tolerance, gender, age, and more. So it really depends on the person how they act like when they're drunk. But did you know that 6% of the annual deaths around the world is directly linked to alcohol consumption? That's more than AIDS, tuberculosis, and violence. Some people argue that this is due to the sheer amount of alcohol users, which is a large percentage of the world. I have to say I agree with them, but that doesn't make it any less dangerous. Unlike marijuana, a large dose of alcohol can result in unconsciousness, a coma, and even death. The large amount of alcohol users may be caused by how addictive it is, because in the National Institute of Health in the USA, it states that 15% of the population are addicted or dependent on alcohol, and 30% have a problem with alcoholism in the past. This is a huge number compared to the 8% of marijuana users who become dependent, but that's after 10 years of use. Lastly, according to the Journal of Pharmacopsychiatry, alcohol is twice as harmful to the people around you when compared to marijuana. More damage is being made to the user's family and friends and other loved ones. Unlike the other drugs in the comparison, marijuana actually has medicinal purposes. The other two drugs are typically only recreational uses. The other two typically only have recreational uses. The chemical THC has a hunger-increasing effect, which helps the chemical THC has a hunger-increasing effect, which is very helpful to people who suffer from anorexia, cassia, and other medical conditions. That results in poor appetite. It even helps with psychiatric disorders. THC has been shown to improve the mood of the clinically depressed, and even has beneficial effects for sleep disorders. Unlike the other drugs in the comparison, marijuana actually has medicinal purposes. The other two drugs are typically only have recreational uses. Unlike the other drugs in this comparison, marijuana actually has medicinal purposes. The other two drugs are only typically used for recreational purposes. The chemical THC has a hunger-increasing effect, which is very helpful for people who suffer from anorexia and cassia, and other medical conditions that result in poor appetite. It even helps with psychiatric disorders psychiatric disorders. THC has been shown to improve the mood of the clinically depressed, and even has beneficial effects for sleep disorders, anxiety disorders, bipolar disorders, and dysthymia. Marijuana also relieves pain. Imagine how much easier and how much more enjoyable marijuana also relieves pain. Imagine how much easier and more enjoyable it would make life for someone who suffers from arthritis, HIV infections, and even cancer. But it doesn't stop there. There is a number of positive effects marijuana has on different diseases and disorders. But it doesn't stop there. There are a lot more different. But it doesn't stop there. There's a large number more. Marijuana also relieves pain. Imagine how much easier and more enjoyable it would be to make the life of someone suffering from arthritis, HIV infection, and even cancer. But it doesn't stop there, because there's a number of positive effects marijuana has on other diseases and disorders. In conclusion, marijuana has less health risks than alcohol and tobacco, and quite a lot of health benefits as well. For marijuana. In conclusion, marijuana has less health risks than alcohol and tobacco, and quite a lot of health benefits for those suffering from certain illnesses. And yet, out of the three, it is the one most prohibited. One that is prohibited in most places around the world. Out of the three, I have a very strong opinion that marijuana is the least harmful. Alcohol and tobacco destroy families, while marijuana can help heal them. All around the world, marijuana is slowly becoming legal. Marijuana is slowly becoming legal. People around the world are beginning to realize that marijuana is more of an asset than a liability.